If you guys have ever watched my top 10 360 games that I've currently owned, you would know that Soul Calibur IV is one of my favorite fighting games. There's just a lot to like about this game. The graphics are amazing, the music is very nice, and the gameplay is a lot of fun. Soul Calibur IV also features some of the most badass chicks in video game history. So this video is here to celebrate it as we look at the top 5 female fighters in Soul Calibur IV. For this list, there are 3 factors that determine whether or not the characters make the cut. They are appearance, personality, and fighting effectiveness. Also in this list, bonus characters are not included. So as much as I love Shura, she won't be on this list. But enough of the intro, let's begin. To start off this list, we will start with Setsuka. Setsuka easily has one of the most unique fighting styles in the Soul Calibur universe. Heck, probably even in fighting game history. Her weapon is a blade that she conceals under her umbrella. This allows her to perform some very quick attacks. One thing I will say about her fighting style is she is very difficult to master. You have to devote a lot of time and patience if you're wanting to get good with her. You need to be very precise in your inputs in order to get the right moves. Whether you see this as a benefit or a downfall, that's up to you to decide. But I don't mind playing a character that takes a little bit more work. She's also considered top tier in many tournaments. Heck, her critical finish even showcases how much of a badass she is when she fights.
You won't even know what hits! Yet another opponent unworthy of my blade!
When it comes to her appearance, she's pretty attractive. Personally, I prefer her secondary outfit, but her primary one does the job well. Even though she is pretty, her looks kinda don't stand out from the rest of the crowd. And when it comes to personality, nothing is too interesting about her. Unlike the other characters, she's not too complex or fleshed out. She basically used to fight for revenge and learned that that was the wrong way. I mean, that's good and all, but there's nothing too special about her character. It's mainly her fighting style and the way she fights that really carries her character, and the reason why that she's number 5 on my list. The number 4 spot on my list goes to Sophie. From the 3 factors, Sophie is an overall great character, as well as being a fan favorite for many. She is a loving mother who will do anything for her children and to keep them safe. In order for her daughter Pyrrha to survive, she must serve Soul Edge, and even though it kills her in the inside, she knows that it's the best for her children. This makes her a very interesting character and a developed one too. As well as her personality and character, she also excels at her fighting style. Sophie is a very aggressive character. She fights with a sword and a shield, and has a lot of cool combos. Sophie is a counter fighter, meaning that she can really punish the mistakes that her opponent makes. One weakness that she does have on her fighting style, however, is that she is very short ranged. It's hard for her to attack enemies that are farther than her, so people like Astaroth and Nightmare have a distinct advantage when it comes to range. It doesn't mean that those characters are better than her, but it's something that she has to accommodate for, which she does nicely using her speed and her close quarter combat skills. Now after touching upon her fighting style and her personality, it's time to go with her appearance. Simply put, she's beautiful. She looks just like how a young loving mother should. What she wears is also pretty unique, as she wears a lot of Greek clothing, and clothing similar to the Greek goddesses. This is unique, as well as a good fit for the Soul Calibur universe. Overall, Sophie does great in all 3 categories without excelling at one of them. Therefore, she earns the number 4 spot on my list. Number 3 on this list goes to Cassandra. Cassandra is the younger sister of Sophie. Because of this, they share a lot of similarities. Her similarities can easily be seen in her fighting style. Just like her sister, she carries a sword and a shield. But Cassandra is a much different fighter compared to Sophie. While Sophie is more of a defensive character, Cassandra is a much more aggressive one. Cassandra has much faster strikes than her older sister. She's also a tad more flashier and a bit easier to use when compared to Sophie. Similar to Sophie, she struggles in short range, so characters like Astaroth and Nightmare do pose a threat when it comes to range, but she is better than this character if the user knows what to do. When it comes to looks, Cassandra's pretty cute. I mean, she's not the most beautiful character on the roster, but there's just some things that strikes me about her. I don't know what it is. Is it her stance or just the way she moves? But just something about her just captures me. It might be her cute, innocent face, or maybe even just her outfit. But either way, her character design is pretty good. But what about when it comes to her personality? Her personality is great, and there are a lot of things to like about her. She's similar to a younger version of Sophie. She's very energetic and very lively as a result. She's also very outspoken, not afraid to speak her mind. She also has a lot of values to look up to. Just like Sophie, she's very caring when it comes to her family. She will do whatever she can to protect those who she loves, and that includes her sister Sophie. In Soul Calibur IV, she fights to protect her sister from Soul Edge and Soul Calibur, and will do whatever it takes to get there. Overall, she's an all-around great character. Her appearance is great, her personality personally is better than Sophie's, and her fighting style is better as well. She's an overall likable character and certainly deserves the number 3 spot on this list. Number 2 on this list goes to Ivy. I don't know where to start with this character. There's a lot to say, so I'll just start off with what we see first, and that'll be her appearance. To me, Ivy is hot and certainly attractive in many different ways. The two obvious reasons are her assets. They are certainly large indeed, and her outfit does a great job in showing it. Her character design is simply unique, and simply put, she is sexy as hell. In contrast with many other female characters, she's actually quite old. It shows that women with much more mature features can still look beautiful. The next thing we will talk about is her unique fighting style. The weapon she wields is a snake sword, and because of this, her sword changes into many different forms. She has 4 to be exact in Soul Calibur IV, and each are special one way or another. One form might be stronger in long range, and another might be stronger in short range. It all depends. This allows Ivy to constantly mix up her attacks, as well as keeping the opponent in check. Similar to Setsuka, she might be hard to learn at first, but she has a lot going for her in terms of her fighting effectiveness. For her personality, she has a lot of things going for her, and she has a very interesting story as well. Ivy has served Soul Edge in the past, and is fighting to break herself free from this curse. Throughout her journey, she fights both good and evil characters, making her a neutral character. She has many relationships with a wide range of characters, making her very complex. Her father, Cervantes, left her to die when she was a little girl. Ivy is willing to get her revenge, but she doesn't let it distract her quest of destroying Soul Edge once and for all. Even though she's only a neutral character, she has a lot of good values as well. Overall, Ivy is an amazing fighter. With her unique and sexy character design, her great personality and backstory, as well as her unique fighting style, Ivy has more than the total package to claim the number 2 spot. And now, the number 1 female fighter in Soul Calibur IV is Taki. Simply put, I love Taki. She's my main when it comes to Soul Calibur. Being from the first game all the way from Soul Edge, she's certainly evolved throughout the years. When it comes to her appearance, and similar to Ivy, she is the epitome of sexiness. Not only does she have beautiful sized breasts, but she also has an amazing face to go along with it. Her skin tight outfit is amazing, and seeing her fight with it is certainly a sight to behold. Going off of appearance alone, she is the hottest character that Soul Calibur has to offer. As well as being one of the most beautiful characters in the game, she certainly has an amazing fighting style. She uses 2 Kodachis and she has a bunch of combos. As well as having a lot of effective moves, she is very agile and can move around the ring with ease. She has a lot of moves that can help her jump over opponents, roll to the side, roll to the opponents, and all of these can lead up to even more combos. Her main weakness is that she has short range, but this is easily made up. Since she's very agile, she's able to jump around the ring and get close into the enemy, so range doesn't really become a problem. She's fairly easy to learn, so newbies can easily jump in and play as her. Even though she's fairly easy to use, she has a lot of depth when it comes to her fighting effectiveness. Her moves are both effective and flashy, and it's just a blast seeing her fight. Taki excels in both appearance and fighting effectiveness, but what about her personality? Taki is a ninja for the Fuma clan, and because of this, she is dedicated to her mission. What lies in her soul is honor, and she certainly shows that. Her mission is to destroy Soul Edge. Because she knows the deadly powers that this sword has, she often warns other characters, such as Sophie, of the dangers of Soul Edge. Being a ninja is always awesome, and Taki is no exception. Overall, Taki is amazing in her looks, has a good backstory, and kicks ass in her fighting effectiveness. I am happy and ecstatic to declare her the number 1 female fighter in Soul Calibur IV. Shout out to ScarecrowScythe for providing the gameplay footage. His YouTube channel will be in the description, and this is Powerhouse signing off.